data warehouse is a standalone application environment with its own database that extracts data from different data sources. It is used to perform queries and analyses.
The figure shows the comparison between strategic planning in SAP SEM and operative planning in SAP ERP HCM. Human Resources Analytics combines the strategic planning of SAP SEM with the operative planning of SAP ERP HCM to provide integrated business content for extensive analysis and benchmarking.
Data from SAP NetWeaver BW is used as a basis in different ways. Decision makers require reliable information from production, purchasing, sales, financial accounting, and human resources. They require an up-to-date and comprehensive overview of a given business area and also of the whole business environment. This necessitates highly efficient and reliable data retrieval from the relevant data sources. Information needs to be collated at a central point from which all data can be accessed. The figure provides an overview of the structure of SAP BW in a heterogeneous system landscape. With SAP BW, at the lowest level, source systems can be SAP systems and non-SAP systems. Reporting can be executed using data extracted from SAP systems, non-SAP systems, or from external sources such as databases, online services, and the Internet. Extractors are programs that enable data extraction and are used to retrieve data from the SAP system. HR extractors are delivered for HR as business content. This data is managed in SAP BW. The Data Warehousing Workbench is an easy-to-use, central administrative tool. It is used, amongst other things, to manage the various source systems. SAP Business Explorer or SAP BEX tools are used to display, analyze, and further process reports in MS Excel. Online Analytical Processing or OLAP performs the following tasks: executes queries and generates different views of a query, facilitates horizontal, vertical, and hierarchical drill downs, enables you to exchange characteristics like navigation, enables you to use various aggregation functions like total, numerator, minimum, or maximum, and first or last, comparison like deviation, ratio, and percentage, sequences like sorting, cumulated totals, time series, and values, and currency conversion. Infocubes are n-dimensional data stores that are available for reporting. An infocube consists of info objects.
You can also create your own hierarchies.
SAP Business Explorer, SAP BEX, is used to report, analyze, and display data. BEX Query Designer enables you to define queries that are based on a selection of info objects or predefined query structures from an infocube. By navigating queries, you create different views of data. This enables you to analyze and display infocube data. The BEX suite is a comprehensive base of information for a variety of users from all areas of an enterprise. It supports standardized reporting, ad hoc queries, special reports, and individual online analyses.
SAP NetWeaver BW provides you with operational data from a variety of areas within an enterprise. Reports can be used to process data for decision-making or information purposes. Standard determination of key figures facilitates benchmarking between different enterprises or within a single enterprise. Comparative key figures can be broken down to the business process level if the report has been defined accordingly. In HR, for example, they can be broken down to the employee level. SAP BW provides you with operational data from a variety of areas within an enterprise. Reports can be used to process data for decision-making or information purposes. Standard determination of key figures facilitates benchmarking between different enterprises or within a single enterprise. Comparative key figures can be broken down to the business process level if the report has been defined accordingly. In HR, for example, they can be broken down to the employee level. The business content makes it easier to report on, prepare, and retrieve data. Predefined standard reports and report templates enable you to create reports quickly and simply. The business content comprises extractors, infocubes, and queries, business key figures, and reports for HR areas.
Various HR areas and some examples of key figures are as follows. Personnel administration, for example, headcount, personnel structure, leaving and rate, and average age. Applicant management, for example, number of applications or applicants, advertising, advertising costs, and recruitment success. Payroll, for example, salary costs per organizational unit, wage type comparisons, and overview of salary costs, training, and event management. For example, reports on attendance, cancellations, business event duration, fees, costs, and revenue personnel development. For example, qualifications per employee, proficiency of a qualification, and employees by qualification group. Time management. For example, overview of personnel times, leave, sickness, overtime, and cost center debiting. Organizational management. For example, overview of positions, occupied, vacant, and unoccupied positions and full-time positions. Compensation management. For example, compensation analyses, average annual salary, bonus payments, position of employees in pay grade or pay grade level, and planned compensation adjustment. Benefits. For example, cost analysis according to organizational criteria and cost analysis according to benefits criteria. Learning solution. For example, training by target group, test results, number of learning objectives achieved, and external course price. SAP e-recruiting. For example, application origin, candidates' qualifications, and number of postings. The SAP BW functions also enable you to create cross-application info cubes and queries or key figures, which are known as multi-providers.
HCM business content includes predefined queries and key figures and structures for frequently used standard calculations and comparisons. These structures enable you to compare time series or time-related calculations of averages and can be used for any HCM query. In HR, communicating data to the people involved in a particular decision-making process is an important aspect of reporting. SAP BW enables you to retrieve reports and key figures using a portal. This accelerates data access and ensures that all the people involved in making a decision are supplied with identical information. You can create roles for the various user groups. Reports and key figures can be grouped together within these roles according to the tasks and issues concerned, and can then be easily accessed by using BEX analysis tools. Roles are also included in HCM as business content. These roles already contain HCM queries. The query view for the head of the controlling department at a branch depicts the headcount of a branch according to organizational unit and year.
You can use the characteristics that were added to the query definition for navigating. The multidimensional views provided by SAP BW mean that a single HR query covers a wide variety of standard reports. For example, the headcount query in HCM enables you to depict the headcount according to organizational characteristics, such as the enterprise's organizational structure, employee groups, personnel area, and cost centers, in addition to person-related characteristics such as gender, age, or nationality. The query also enables you to view a combination of characteristics. In an organizational unit, for example, you can view the headcount according to gender or nationality. You can also drill down on data to the level of individual employees. Most SAP queries in HCM provide customers with this degree of flexibility.
You can also provide users with BW queries in the form of a web cockpit in the web.
This demonstration will show you to access click Business Explorer Open. Clicking the Open Query menu item executes it. Click OK. The user field is filled out. The password field is filled out. The language field is filled out. Click OK. After logging on, you receive an SAP logon control. Clicking the entry find selects it. Click Open. Click 01. Right-clicking on 01 with the mouse opens a shortcut menu. Clicking the Keep Filter Value menu item executes it. Click Sales Volume Euro. Right-clicking on Sales Volume Euro with the mouse opens a shortcut menu. Clicking the Back 1 Navigation Step menu item executes it. The values for the countries in this division will be shown. Right-clicking on 00 with the mouse opens a shortcut menu. Clicking the Swap Division with menu item executes it. Clicking the Sold to Party Country menu item executes it. Click Sales Volume Euro. Right-clicking on Sales Volume Euro with the mouse opens a shortcut menu. Clicking the Select Filter Value menu item executes it. Click Sales Volume Euro. Click Remove from Selection. Click OK. In the following step, double-click Incoming Orders. Click Chart. Clicking in the scroll area displays the desired area. Clicking the File menu item executes it. Clicking the Exit menu item executes it. Click No. Some of the SAP Business Objects application tools are as follows. Data Tools, Enhance, Transform, and Load Data, ETL. Data Services, Data Quality, Information Steward. OLAP Analysis Tools. SAP Business Objects Analysis. Edition for Microsoft Office is a front-end tool similar to Business Explorer BEX Analyzer, utilizing MS Excel and MS PPT. SAP Business Objects Analysis, Edition for OLAP, is an OLAP tool in the BI Launchpad for working with multi-dimensional data. Reporting tools. Universes do not contain data. They are a mapping of fields and are used for building reports in SAP Business Objects Web Intelligence. Web Intelligence is a globally popular end-user tool for building queries and designing reports based on universes. SAP Crystal Reports 2011 and SAP Crystal Reports for Enterprise are reporting tools used to create formatted reports. BI Launchpad. The BI Launchpad is used for storing, managing, and running reports. Dashboarding tools. SAP Business Objects Dashboards is a drag-and-drop visualization and dashboarding tool that you can use to turn interactive visualizations of data into personalized dashboards for executives and business users.
Dashboards serve the following purposes. They bridge the gap between data analysis and visual presentations.
Dashboards leverage live Office and web services for connectivity. You can use live Office to create MS Excel workbooks in combination with Crystal reports and web intelligence that runs against universes including OLAP universes connecting to SAP ERP and SAP NetWeaver BW. The data can be retrieved from pre-scheduled instances or on demand from Excel using live Office. Dashboards help you to combine multiple MS Excel spreadsheets, even though they are live Office documents, with data from multiple data sources, and use the resulting document in the designer.
Customers of SAP Business Suite software have access to new business content. Predefined and delivered SAP Crystal reports and dashboards are delivered as embedded content within the standard business processes of SAP Business Suite applications. All content is embedded in standard business processes of most SAP Business Suite applications such as ERP, CRM, SCM, PLM, and SRM.
This figure shows SAP business objects and their integration scenarios.
An operational data provider, or ODP, is the link between business data stored in the structure of data sources and the requirements arising from operational analytics and the replication of mass data. The ODP defines interfaces for transaction data and master data, and ODP is defined in a joint modeling environment for search and analysis. In a search and analysis model, SAP NetWeaver BW data sources or other data sources are imported as nodes. When an ODP is defined on a node, the node has analytical properties added to it. Analytical properties added to a node define items such as whether the field is interpreted as a key figure or characteristic, whether the field is available as a navigation attribute, and which selection properties are assigned to a field. For operational analytics, an ODP can be linked with other semantically related ODPs using relations that define foreign key relationships. The analytic engine can derive an info provider from this kind of model. An info provider of this type is known as a transient provider because instead of being modeled in the same way as an SAP NetWeaver BW, it is modeled at query design time and created at runtime. ODPs allow reporting and analysis on SAP NetWeaver BW data sources in the business applications operative system without having to replicate the data to SAP NetWeaver BW. Operational data provisioning uses ODPs to allow semantically related data sources to act as info providers so that the data is available to the analytic engine in an operational analytics scenario without the need for replication to SAP NetWeaver BW.
Operation Data provisioning is a concept that unifies data provisioning for both analytics and search in a fully reusable way. ODP is designed in a common modeling environment for enterprise search and analytics. ODP defines modern contracts for direct access and replication, and implements them generically for direct access-enabled data sources. The business logic, especially for transformations from a transactional to an analytical view of the data, is implemented by application development just once in the data source. This implementation is used for mass data read access in the different scenarios through the operational data provider.
If an SAP Business Warehouse Accelerator, that is T-REX, is applied, then Enterprise Search and Analytics share the same index, which can also be used directly in the SAP Business Objects Explorer.
Business applications normally store operator data in the form of business documents and master data. In SAP BW, data sources and their extractors make it possible to access this data. The figure illustrates how data provisioning works, including data replication using operational data providers. Data provisioning for ODPs is shown on the left side of the figure. The data provisioning is based on the extractors that implement the business logic. Many SAP applications, especially SAP Business Suite, provide BW data sources with application extractors that provide consistent data for the analysis. To support operational data provisioning, data sources are given ODP properties and are linked with one another. As well as the SAP BW data sources, there are SAP applications that provide data sources. The right side of the figure shows how, in addition to direct access, operational data provisioning supports consistent replication of mass data. Accelerated access to data is made possible by using SAP BW Accelerator. This makes it possible to index ODPs periodically. Indexing is a technique used to locate the required records in a database table quickly. Depending on the application extractor, it is possible to perform real-time indexing. SAP BW Accelerator indexing is supported for data sources.
The application scenarios are as follows. Operational analytics. Operational analytics is used for decision-making in operative business processes. You can use operational analytics to perform OLAP analyses on the application data locally in the application system. For operational analytics, you only need to perform minimal configuration of BW in your application system and do not need to set up a data warehouse. Replication of the data to an SAP BW system is not necessary. The application data can be accessed directly. The analysis performance can be improved by using SAP BW Accelerator. Data extraction and replication. Data extraction and replication includes replication to SAP BW Accelerator and SAP Data Services. For example, Delta mechanisms are also supported in data extraction and replication. Workforce Analytics provides real-time insight and access to information to facilitate quick decision-making. With operational data provisioning, you can view all levels of key processes at once.
Content bundles for HCM provide predefined queries that capture the key inputs of business performance. ODP-based content bundles for HCM include the following.
The Reporting Launchpad facilitates the organization of the queries and provides easy access to the available reports.
Delivered queries are set up with dimensions to provide detailed information. Dimensions include the information you want to report on. Characteristics are in the dimensions and provide the detail for the report. A key figure is an info object, which is something that can be measured. A key figure does not make sense until it is described by a characteristic. A key figure is stored in a fact table, and these fact tables are surrounded by dimension tables. Examples of key figures are headcount and salary. Characteristics of these key figures could be employees and organizational unit. Your analysis could contain salary information by organizational unit and employee.
An example of a delivered time management query is Overview on Time Types. This query provides managers with information on accumulated absence, attendance, and overtime hours for employees they are responsible for. The Overview on Time Types query includes delivered dimensions and key metrics. Key figures are displayed by organizational unit and other criteria for the number of absences, attendances, and overtime in number of hours and number of days for a specified time period.
In the key metrics example, queries provide information to managers, business partners, and time administrators on cumulative absences, attendances, and overtime hours and days for the employees they are responsible for.
Personnel administration ODP models include the following specifics and restrictions. The modeling of the headcount and full-time equivalent FTE metrics is based on the last day of the month. For example, April 2011 represents a snapshot of April 30, 2011. The average headcount is calculated on a monthly basis, always the last day of the month. The data models always include talent management information. You must consider this when assigning authorizations for queries. Performance and potential values are displayed as they appear in the respective info types 7408 and 7409. Previous performance values takes into consideration the customizing of talent management and talent development. Some of the dimensions and key metrics for analysis in e-recruiting are as follows.
The report-to-report interface enables you to review data using one report and move directly from that report to another document to complete required tasks. In this example, you can review the number of draft requisitions by country and move directly to an overview of a specific requisition or to the maintenance screen for a specific requisition. The report-to-report interface allows you to investigate and follow up on the original document quickly and easily from one screen.
The authorization concepts are as follows. Standard authorizations. Standard authorizations allow users to execute a query. Analysis authorizations. Analysis authorizations allow users to execute a query depending on what is entered in the selection fields for a query. This authorization can use authorization objects and structural authorizations.